do not care. Say my name, keep it burning in your throat. We do not care. Got your grudge like a chain around your coat. 5 years later, still singing that prayer. Keep hanging on to it. We do not care. We do not care. You clip that coal like a relic on a wall. Tell the same old tale just to feel 10 feet tall. Yeah, I was wrong and I wore that blame, but you need my sin more than I need my name. I did my growing while you froze in place. You're still screaming yesterday right into my face. Oh yeah, we do not care. Say my name, keep it burning in your throat. We do not care. Got your grudge like a chain around your coat. 5 years later, still singing that prayer. Keep hanging on to it. We do not care. We do not care. Print my past on a plastic flag. Wave it round like you called me bad. You want me cracked, want me scared. I'm too far gone, I'm too repaired. We do not care. Say my name, keep it burning in your throat. We do not care. Got your grudge like a chain around your coat. 5 years later, still singing that prayer. Keep hanging on to it. We do not care. We do not care. Hey, do not care. You got my name in your mouth like a habit. Refresh, reload, you can't kick it. Type tough, all caps, then you play victim. You love the fire, but you fake the blister. Say I'm the villain, say I cross lines, but you keep clicking every damn time. If I'm so toxic, why you still here? Why you keep poking the same old bear? Pick a side or shut up, you can't have both. Call me a monster, then beg for a shot. Hate me, replay me, you still make me grow. If I'm so real life wrong, why you stay this long? The hypocrisy is wild and your logic's gone. Pick a side or shut up. Pick a side or shut up. Hey. You swear you're done, then you're back in my comments. New fake name, same weak content. Call me obsessed while you stalk my page, projecting your mess on a bigger stage. I'm that bad, why you share my face, why you build cloud off the clips you hate. You need me trending more than I need you. That's the part that kills you, cause you know it. Pick a side or shut up, you can't have both. Call me a monster, then beg for a shot. Hate me, replay me, still make me cry. If I'm so real life wrong, why you stay this long? Your hypocrisy is wild and your logic's gone. Side or shut up. Pick a side or shut up. You'll call me every name you can spit and cry when your crew starts to split. If I'm that dangerous in your mind, why you standing in my sightline? You want me gone, you want me on, you can't decide. Pick one or pick one. Pick a side or shut up. You can't have both. Call me a monster, then beg for a shot. Hate me, replay me, you still make me grow. If I'm so real life wrong, why you stay this long? Your
Hey, hey. What's up? What's up? So, another night I wasn't going to go live, but here I am, as usual. So, it's funny though, because I had just seen in Discord the screenshot with the girl that can't fucking pick a side or can't decide where she fits in. So, I thought it was funny because that has absolutely nothing to do with this live, but I guess it kind of fit in if you think about it. So, it's kind of funny. But yeah, this has nothing to do with her. But if you don't have no idea what I'm talking about, so it looks like Melissa is now back over at Brittany. So I guess her and Sinner broke up. I don't know. I haven't watched Sinner at all. And I haven't even watched Melissa. So I don't know what's going on, but I think that's fucking hysterical. Like, bitch, you cannot decide where you fucking want the attention. But I guess she didn't get what she needed out of Sinner. So now we can expect to see Brittany getting hundreds of dollars. And these people are fucking crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, it's just funny to me. I'm sorry, but it's fucking funny. I don't even think she's bipolar. I just think she's fucking crazy. I mean, it's at the point where you're just fucking crazy. Like, what was it, a week ago? She loves Sinner. She wanted to be with Sinner, and we're all ruining her relationship with Sinner. Okay, so a week later, now she's with Sinner's biggest fucking person that he's fighting with? Like, what? Okay. That's a level of crazy that I will stay away from. Thank you. So, what I'm live about, what I want to go live about, yeah, she did say that. She said we were all ruining it. Yeah, she can't afford Center. Oh, Lord T, she's back in Britney's. Can you fucking believe it? She's literally back in Britney's. So you know she's fighting with Sinner, or a Sinner told her, like, I don't know what's going on. I just saw a screenshot in Discord. I don't know what like actually happened or what happened between her and Sinner. I have no idea. But I saw a screenshot. I saw a screenshot. She was back in Melissa. So I mean, back in Brittany. So I just left. I honestly thought somebody was like trolling her last night, but I guess not. It's just fucking weird. It's just weird. I don't know. I've never seen somebody so desperate for attention. And I've seen my share of people on here, but yeah, I've never, yeah, she changed her name and everything. Like, I can't. I just can't. Ugh. And yes, I have been saying that term forever. So, Brittany, why'd you steal my saying? Next, you're going to tell people, sit the fuck down. So, let me tell you what's happening and why this live even spawned. Brittany seems to want to bring up all like past shit. I'm going to say it again. I don't give a fuck. But you have all of these fucking losers that have nothing to do with anything coming out of the woodwork. Wendy V, one win, call it as I see it. Just totally coming out of the woodwork. Supplying Brittany with videos. Call it as I see it is actually the one that spawned this live. They're like, Brittany, I have the video from when CPS was called, blah, blah, blah. No, you have the video from when I admitted it. So I'm going to say this again. I can't say it enough. I do not give a flying fuck about what these people think of me. Can I make it any clearer? Let me say it again. I don't give a fuck. Wendy V is a fucking drunk. I don't care what she's got to say. I don't care that she clips me from fucking years ago. I don't care. Here's what I do care. This is what I do care about. I have owned my shit, which is more than 99% of this fucking community. What I don't do, I don't bring up 4-year-old scandals. I don't bring up any of these people like ever. I don't give a fuck. I've also owned that a couple of years ago, I wasn't exactly the nicest fucking person. I own that. I said it. Nobody has anything on me that they've never heard before. Oh my God, Laura's so horrible. No, I'm not. But unlike most of thing bitches, I don't try to lie about my history. I don't try to lie about my past. Wendy V, one thing I do want you to prove, please show where I'm such a liar and a grifter. Let me laugh at this one. Please. I can't wait to see the proof that I'm such a grifter and a liar. Show it, bitch. If you can put down the alcohol for a minute and prove all these big lies, please do. I'll wait. Because if I'm such a liar, then why is the only thing that's ever fucking shown is CPS from 5 years ago? That's what I want to know. Get the fuck over it. And if you're not going to get over it, that's fine. I don't care. I don't know how to get this through your fucking head. I don't care. I've already apologized. I've already owned it. I don't give a fuck anymore. You got people still calling me CPS. I don't give a fuck. Call me CPS. I don't care. 90% of this community has done fuck shit. And they all get forgiven. Doesn't fucking matter. Doug's good. Doesn't fucking matter. Everyone's forgiven. It is. It's a them problem. Okay. But here's where people need to pick a fucking side. And really do. From the old people that can't shut the fuck up to Brittany and her crew that can't shut the fuck up. Pick a side. And if you don't know what I mean, let me explain. Winston, let me explain. If I'm so bad and I am this horrible CPS caller and your people can't get fucking past it, then please enlighten me as to why you poke the bear. Why do you talk about me if I'm such a horrible real lifer? You can't have it both ways. You either think I'm such a real lifer that you don't fuck with me because I'm such a real lifer, or you know that I made a mistake years ago and moved on. It's one or the other. You can't poke the fucking bear and then say how I'm such a real lifer. It just doesn't work that way. Pick one. Just pick a fucking side. Because having it both ways doesn't work. It's absolutely ludicrous to try to fucking do it, to say, oh, she's CPS caller, she's a real lifer. But we're going to bring up all her shit. We're going to piss her off. We're going to do all these things to fucking make her mad. That makes a lot of fucking sense. Please explain that logic, because I can't wait to fucking hear it. Because that's some fucked up logic that I have never heard in my life. But I guess to the low-life scumbags that these people are, that makes perfect sense to them. No. Again, You want to call me CPS and not fuck with me? That's fine. I am totally okay with that. But don't poke the fucking bear and then cry how, oh, you're a real lifer. Because if you truly believed that I was such a real lifer, then you wouldn't keep talking about me. And you wouldn't poke the bear. And you wouldn't constantly bring up shit. And constantly lie about me. And constantly say all this shit. If I was such a horrible person. And if I was such a real lifer. Especially. What? Come on, down. Get down. Hey, Rachel. Especially on someone that has gotten CPS called on them a zillion fucking times. And then I got the blame for it. If you really fucking believe that, genius, Brittany, if you really fucking believe that, then explain to me why you would poke the bear. If you can give me a rational reason as to why, stop, get down. Come on, out. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Out. All right. That if you can give me a rational reason as to why you would poke a bear and you would pull up all this shit from this fucking wildebeest, that you would pull all that up and show all this shit if you think that I called CPS. It makes absolutely zero fucking sense. And that goes for anybody in that category. Anyone. There are so many fucking lies said about me on a daily basis. I just ignore it. I don't give a fuck. These people are insane. And they just keep bringing up the same old shit that's been said over and over and over and over. Who fucking cares? You're preaching to the same people that have said it over and over and over again. How many fucking times can you repeat the same shit that I've done? It's time to move the fuck on. Now, again, there are people that aren't going to like me. That's perfectly fine. Don't like me. I don't care. But some of these people are so locked into 2020 and 2021 that that's all they go on. They just keep like vomiting 2019, 2020, 2021. That's it. Move the fuck on. And if you can't move the fuck on, leave me the fuck out of it. Like I heard one of these psychos say, oh, she's the biggest doxer on here. Projection much? Who the fuck have I doxed? Like for real. I'm not the one looking up fucking pools. I'm not the one who's threatening people if they lie on me. Like these people are fucking nuts. I walked away for a reason. I don't fuck with these people for a reason. Part of it's my own sanity. But I don't fuck with these people. You got one over, and some of you guys may not even know who one is. Some of you do. But you got one in a fucking comment from Call It As I See It. The one that's like, oh, Brittany, here, I have this call. And of course, who's the first fucking comment in there? One. Heifer, I don't speak of you. I have not even thought of you in 3 fucking years. Nobody. You'll never see me in a comment section about you. You'll never see me in a video about you. Bitch, you're dead to me. Like, you're nothing. you fall into nothingness category. You were nothingness years ago. You're nothingness now. You're even more nothingness now. Like, I don't know how to get that through. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't care what you think of me. I don't care what you say about me. I don't give a fuck. You support scammers. You support doxers. You support true lifers. But I'm the bad one? Heifer, sit your fucking fat ass down. Like, I am so blown away at the shit that I keep seeing. People, like, pulling up out of fucking years ago. Like, I give a fuck. And they stick up for Britney. Like, what? The fuck is wrong with you? The girl just fucking lied yesterday, and they have no problem. They got no problem. When she literally just fucking lied again yesterday. But, oh, she's talking about this one, or she's talking about that one. Then you got Moon over there fucking threatening channels. Moon, stop. Literally fucking stop. And I don't get these people. I just don't. I really, truly fucking don't. It's exactly right. Nobody gives a fuck about 1-1 over here, but there she is, and the first one to comment. I didn't think 1-1 was still around either. But like I said, on this community post that happened to come up, there's 1-1, first comment. They sound like crazy hyenas when they talk about Laura. It's insane to me. It's literally fucking insane. That's what I'm saying, Janessa. I don't talk about them. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if they're on YouTube. I don't care if they're off of YouTube. I don't care if they want to talk about me or don't want to talk about me. I don't care. Because they're not going to get, this is like the most they're going to get out of me. And that's only because they all seem to be coming out of the woodwork. I don't give a fuck. And Britney, I have taken on far smarter than you and far worse than you. So I don't give a fuck. You want to talk about me? Talk about me. But can you at least get something from newer than 2022? And CPS came out. They literally it came out in 2024, which is still 2 fucking years ago. I think it was outed in April or May. I don't know, but it was still 2 fucking years ago. Can you not come up with something newer? Oh, wait, you can't. Funny how that is. But you just can't come up with something newer than 2021, 2022. I mean, really? Can we just, because I can come up with stuff from you, Brittany, yesterday and the day before that and the day before that and the day before that. I don't need to go back 4 or 5 fucking years because you just do it every day. Every fucking day you come up with a new fucking lie. And yet some of these people, poor Brittany. No, they just don't want to go against they don't want to go against Queen Bee or Clue or anyone else. But so let's pick on Laura. Do you know how fucking stupid you look? Even the dark side. Like a lot of people that I didn't get along with on the dark side prior to anything, even they're like, why does she keep talking about Laura? Like she could fucking go after all of us. Why does she keep going after CPS? And it's funny because I just laugh at it. But I don't understand it either. Like there's so many bigger, more relevant people that you could fight with, Brittany. There's way more relevant people than me. So do you really want to go there with me, Brittany? Which is fine. I mean, I talk about you, so I don't have a problem you talking about me. But or you want to bring up old clips or whatever. I don't care. But just, can you be a little more in the present than 5 years ago? And I would stop listening to these fucking idiots, honestly. Because even people on the dark side were like, Wendy V is a fucking joke. Like, nobody takes her seriously. And it kind of made you look like an idiot. Now, I didn't watch it, so I don't know what happened. But from what I've seen, a lot of people are saying that you look really dumb playing her. Because I guess she was saying that we're a lot alike. Dude, we're nothing alike. Absolutely nothing. And if we're so much alike, show this proof. Show this proof that I scammed my community for $10,000 or I lied about all this other shit. No. Sorry. Wendy V, Brittany, call it as I see it. The same old rinse and repeat. Alicia, like the same old rinse and repeat. Psycho over there is convinced that I'm her. Like, literally, she's convinced I'm her. She blames me for everything she does, but it's me. Okay. Fucking psychos. Absolute fucking psychos. But whatever. But my whole point is people need to pick a side. Yeah, she's a drunk wildebeest. But people really need to pick a fucking side. Because again, you just can't have it both ways. You can't. And, that's another thing. These people act like I never had CPS called on me. I had 5 fucking calls. One of them was horrendous. Believe me, there are people in this community that want to act like they're so innocent. Well, somebody fucking called on me 5 times. Well, 2 or 3 of them, we pretty much know who it was. But the other 2, we don't know who it was. So it was somebody that's probably running around here like they're so innocent. They're just so fucking innocent. Nah, Yarn. She's fucking... I'm telling you, she thinks she's me. She's literally convinced herself that she's me. And that I'm her. That's why I... Don't even get me started. I cannot go there. I will not go there. I refuse to go there, basically, because these people are not going to drag me back to 2019. No, sorry. That's never going to, and that's what I think they're trying to do. I really think they're trying to get me to argue with them and fight with them. It's never going to happen. Thanks, Rachel. Yeah, I'm not sub to any of them, Yarn. None of them. I just, it's this, like I said, I guess I'm not so bad if the only thing they have on me is CPS. That seems to be the only fucking thing they have on me. Well, I guess I'm not that bad then, because I could think of creators that are multiple things they've done. But since the only thing anyone has that's legit is CPS, everything else is made up lies, or the shit that I've heard is made up lies. Can't combat lies, so I just fucking ignore it. Whatever. You want to believe it, believe it. I don't give a shit. I've been ignoring it. But that's what I'm saying. Brittany thinks she's got one up on me because she's bringing up all this fucking bullshit of these liars from years ago. And that's what I'm saying. I don't care. Do what you got to do. But I'm telling you, Brittany, you're making yourself look like a fucking idiot, because anyone that knows these people knows they're liars, they're scammers, they're hypocrites, and They were never taken fucking seriously. Yeah, I'm done apologizing about it. That's 100% Amber. That's why I said I don't care anymore. She lost her victimhood after she didn't shut the fuck up after like day one. After day one. Because again, if you're so worried about your child and you're so upset about your child and you're so bothered by a CPS call years ago, then guess what? Most normal people would shut the fuck up about that person. You didn't. You double and triple down. You continue to triple down. So do you think I give a fuck? No, I don't. I truly fucking don't. And that goes all across the board. That's what I'm saying, Yarn. I don't give a fuck. Hate me. Talk about me. But don't throw CPS out there when you don't stop poking the fucking bear. And God forbid CPS was called again. What is that? Just would be your excuse? Oh, it must be Laura because I talk about her every day. Let's go back to memory lane. Why did I do it in the first place? There seems to be a lot of, she was talking shit. It has nothing to do with she was talking shit. It is so much fucking deeper than that. And she knows that. She's not fucking stupid. This wasn't like I called on Irish or something, or people that call on Britney. It was so deeper. And there was so much more to it. Thank you, Sammy. Yeah, Rachel. BJ in your live, hey BJ? Oh, BJ's here? I'm telling you, they probably thought, I don't doubt that they thought it was about Melissa because I said pick a side and then I found out that Melissa was over in BJ's. So I would imagine she probably thought it was about her, but no, it had nothing to do with her. That was the worst, Sammy. But you know what the funny thing is? You don't see me fucking crying about it years later. You don't see me, and I don't know who did it, but even if I did, who cares? It's done and over with. Like, I'm not going to sit here and cry about it for the next fucking 5 years. Like, I have my instinct of who did it. A lot of people think MM did it. And she's got some guilty fucking conscience, and that's why she can't let go of things, because her and her buddy were probably fucking involved in it. Well, am I going to sit here and go after her every fucking day? No. Even if it was her, she'll never admit it. Either will her fucking buddy. So who gives a fuck? I know, Red. She does call me out for attention. I don't watch her anymore, though. But that's what I'm saying, Amber. But you don't see me, now I'm going to talk about her every fucking day. There's a lot of people that believe the two of them did it. Yarn, my point is, we don't know. And there are a lot of people that think she did call or her buddy called. And that's why they have this guilty fucking conscience where they can't let shit go because of their own fucking guilt. But that's what I'm saying. I'm not even crying about it every day. You move on. And even though I have an instinct of who did it, you move on. You just do. You don't sit there and cry about shit a million times over and just fucking cry and then continue it for years. No. And for me personally, I don't talk about anybody for years. Like, I don't even, that's like me talking about Britney in 2029. Are you fucking kidding me? Britney will be long gone from my thought process within a year. if not sooner. See? Yeah, that's another thing. Cop callers, CPS callers are no fucking different. All these people that want to act holier than thou because they didn't call CPS, but they'll call the cops. The fuck is the difference? Like, seriously, what the fuck is the difference? I don't understand what the fuck the difference is. You have a whole community right now full of cop callers, but that's okay. Let's call the cops on people. Never, well, I can't say never because I did in 2018. But never called the cops on anyone in the DC? That would be me. Never called the cops on anyone after 2018? That would be me. These people are fucking miserable and they try to make me miserable and it's not going to happen. Nope, sure won't. Not one of these bitches would be able to fucking handle, not one of them would be able to fucking handle people lying on them every fucking day. Oh, Sweet Sativa, do you have an email? I got to send you something. I found a video today. You know what? Let me find it. I'll drop the link in here. It's all about the richest people by like in Huntsville. And it's a really good video. Like I never knew these things and it's really good. And I thought of you. I was like, oh my God, I got to give that video to Sweet Steve. She'll probably enjoy it. Hold on. Here it is.
When you think about
Whoop. All right. Yeah, Sweet Steve, check it out. I mean, don't watch it right now, but it was a really good video. I was like, wow, this is really interesting. I never knew that. I never knew this stuff. Oh. Wow. I lost my train of thought. I lost my train of thought. Shit. I don't know what I was going to say. Oh, well. I'm tired. You don't even know the day I had today. Holy fuck. So I am going to change subject for a minute. Actually, I'll wait. Let me finish out my rant. So, like I said. Thanks, Sammy. Now, that was Phoenix and Carmen the Pool. I am so over them too, Yarn. Believe that. But to finish it out in a much calmer way, let me say this. Again, you can't have it both ways. If I am such a horrible CPS caller, then don't poke the bear. If you're gonna poke the bear, which is perfectly fine, but if you're gonna talk about me, then you can't use CPS because it just doesn't make sense. In no rational, logical brain would you have it both ways. So, like I said, just pick a side. You either think I'm CPS caller and you don't fuck with me because of it, that's fine. Don't talk about me. Or I'm sorry, don't talk about CPS. Or the opposite, that I am not a real lifer, I made a mistake, and then you can bring up CPS. He's going to a military college. So, what's 78? My thumb ups? And guys, don't forget, you can support me by Cash App, PayPal, memberships, or candles, wax melts. Yeah, live in the present. Stop living in the fucking past. Because again, I said some horrible things over the years. Horrible things. I have owned them and I've moved on from them. But some of these people make it out like I'm fucking Satan and I'm the worst person in this community. Well, if that's the case, then why do you keep poking the bear? Stop poking the bear then. If you want to fight one-on-one, you want to battle, that's fine. We can battle all day long, but you can't bring up CPS. You can't constantly use that. It's old, it's lame. Come up with something past 2021. And if you can't do that, then shut the fuck up. Plain and simple. You can't take the one fucking thing. Because when I fight with people, you don't see me bringing up their whole fucking history. But I love the people that act like they're just so perfect. You're not. I know you think you are, but you're not. And that's what I'm saying, Rachel. I agree with you. That's all they have. So that's why they keep bringing it up. It's time to move on. And if you can't move on, that's a you problem. It's not a me problem. Now, it is boring. That's what I'm saying. It's been boring forever. I can't believe I seen fucking Wondwood in this comment section. Not that I was surprised, but holy fuck, dude, get over me. I'm not a lesbian. I don't like you, One. Move on. No, nor do I care. No offense, Sammy, but I could care less what happens to them. No, that's not why you're on. It's because it's the only major thing they have on me. Has nothing to do with bugging me. Like the bee uses it like I did it yesterday. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You've done so much more shadier shit than I've ever done. You've done more shady shit than I've even thought of doing. And you're a fucking cop caller. Sit your fat ass down. So that's what I want to say about that. So again, pick a fucking side. But here's what else I want to talk about. And I haven't discussed this publicly. I haven't really discussed this with anyone except Sage. But it's really been bothering me lately. So that's why I'm going to tell you guys. And I want to know if anyone else has ever experienced it. Have you guys ever known there was a ghost near you and you felt it and then it just went away? Has that ever happened? Because if it did happen to you, then you'd be a good person to talk to. Because I had the weirdest experience like a month ago that has stuck with me ever since. So let me tell you what happened. Remember I went away for the weekend? We went to the kid I babysit for. That night, I was laying in bed. I don't know if I brought something home with me or what, but sorry, Sammy, have you heard the way she talked about me? Oh, which reminds me, I got to put my video back up. I hope you say the same to her when she's going off about me, Sammy. So the night that we got back, I'm laying in bed and I felt somebody next to me. And it wasn't Winston, but I felt the presence and I was scared, like really scared. And I felt it and I didn't open my eyes. I wasn't sleeping. And then it went away. And then a couple of minutes later, I don't know if I fell asleep or something, but my hand, now, all right, I can tell you this. It wasn't my dad. It wasn't Brad. It wasn't anyone that I know. And you're going to ask me, how do I know this? I was scared because I don't know if I was dreaming at some point, but my hand was over someone's face. The person had a really good body, though. He was young. When I say young, maybe 20s. But my hand was over his face. Like I couldn't see his face. But I remember the body. He was in like these brown shorts and a really nice body. So that ruled out Brad and certainly ruled out my dad. But for some reason, his face was covered. Like I was not allowed to see the face. I don't know if that was a dream, a vision. I don't know. But I remember it very clearly. Somehow, I don't know if I woke up. I don't know what happened. But as I'm about to go back to sleep, I could feel somebody coming down on me, like physically. And Winston didn't move, but I felt this presence like lay on top of me for like 2 seconds and then took off. And I woke up or I moved. My heart was pounding. And every day since then, I'm wondering, like, are they ever going to come back? No. And I told Sage, I haven't felt anything since then. But the thing that weirded me out was that I was covering the face of this person, which that's what makes me think it wasn't a dream and it was actually real. That the person was dead and that's why the face was covered. Because ghosts really don't have faces. But I do know the person had a really good body. And he was wearing brown shorts. But it was like my arm was extended out. But I still think about this I was home. But I still think about this every day. And last night, for some reason, I'm laying in bed and I was thinking about it again. And I'm almost like come back. So I know that it was real. But then I thought, did I bring something back with me and then they decided to leave? Like they didn't want to stay? Because I haven't felt anything since. And Sage asked me every day, have you felt anything? I said nothing. And normally I would think, okay, maybe it was Brad, maybe it was my dad giving me a hug, something. But I keep picturing this person in this great body that I was covering his face. I don't think it was anything evil. It scared me because I knew something was there. But again, I still see myself, and I didn't talk to the person, but I still see my hand extended out, covering this person's face. And I think about this every single night. And I close my eyes and I'm like, are you going to come back? Am I going to feel this again? Because it was a weird feeling. Well, I certainly have enough candles. It wasn't sleep paralysis. I wasn't frozen. I was scared, like literally scared, because I felt it. No, I'm being dead serious. It just happened like a month ago. But I don't know. Has anyone else happened? I was scared. I wasn't scared like they were going to hurt me, but I was scared because I felt someone there. Like I just felt it. And then when like they like laid on top and like I didn't physically feel them hug me, but I knew they were on top, and then they left. And they didn't stay long. It was only like a second or two. Like it was like they came down, gave me a hug, and left. And then I haven't seen them or heard from them since. It was just weird. But I can't seem to get past me covering this person's face. And I think that part of it has weirded me out even more because I can see myself. I did feel pressure, not heavy pressure, but I did feel it. Like it was a very light, but I did feel it. It was definitely, that's what I'm saying, Yarn. It wasn't anyone I knew, and it was definitely somebody young with a fantastic body, but I have no idea who the face was. And like Sage said, maybe it was Brad when he was young. It could be, but I don't think so. No, you know what? I'll tell you what it was like. The best way I can explain it. When they first came next to me on the side, it was almost like they were testing me out. They didn't try to hurt me. This is how I'm just explaining it. It was like they weren't trying to hurt me or anything. It was like they were just trying to test it. And then when I couldn't see the face and I just saw the body, when they came down, it was almost like they were giving me a hug and then decided to go. So that's why I'm saying I don't think it was anything evil. I did when I was 17, though. That person wouldn't have been 20 years old. No, it was at my own house. But I mean, we don't know what happens when you die. But like I said to Sage, I highly doubt Brad all of a sudden got in great shape after death. Like, that's kind of weird to me. That's like a weird thought. But that's what I'm saying. We don't know what happens when we die. So maybe you do get younger. Who knows? But I just thought it was weird. And I think if it was Brad, I would have been able to see the face. For some reason, I was not allowed to see this person's face. But the person like that came, or the spirit or whatever that was next to me or came down, I never saw them because I didn't look up. I was scared. Well, that's not true. I did look up at one point because I thought somebody was next to me. So I opened my eyes to make sure nobody was there, and there was no one there. And I haven't talked about it, but I'm like, I think about this every single fucking day. But I didn't lose anybody that had a great body like that. You know what I mean? Like, I just didn't. Come to think of it, especially when I was in my younger years. I lost some girlfriends, but I didn't really lose any guys that were in great shape. Yeah, energy transforms, but like I was saying, I saw this person's body. Now, I believe my guardian angel's female. It did, but that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I brought something back with me who decided they didn't want to stay. I try to think, what's happening in my life? Are there different things that I could have manifested it? I don't know. Now, my guardian angel's a female. I do know that. She left me a long time ago. That's a whole nother story. I told you guys that I met my guardian angel. I told you guys that story a long time ago. You lost yourself? No, I would love somebody like knew more about it. Because like I said, it's not even just that I felt the presence. It's that I purposely was not able to see this person's face. And that's the part that's weirded me out. Like there was a reason I was not allowed to see their face. And even when I, was dreaming or whatever happened, I was not allowed to see their face. And I don't know why. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, it's a nice thought, but I think it's a little weird. My guardian angel is going to be this hot 20-year-old body. You know what I mean? That's kind of weird. Because yarn, it just doesn't fit in. Like, it could be Brad, it could be my dad, it could be my grandpa. Like, there's many, many men that I could think it could be, but not a great body on someone that was young that wouldn't let me see their face. That's what's freaking me out. But the thing is, I had this dream or this awakening or whatever you want to call it only when we got back from vacation. So that's why I keep thinking maybe I brought something back who decided they didn't want to stay. Could I have accidentally brought something back? Maybe. But I wasn't frozen. Sleep paralysis, you're frozen. I wasn't frozen. I was scared, but I wasn't frozen. And somehow I had a dream, I think, in between on the side and on, when they came on top. But like, even when they came on top, I felt them like release. Sun is in your eyes, those shadows obstruct your face. Those dreams always weird me out. Yeah. I know, right? That was good, Sammy. But no, energy's been around a long time. This dream only happened, a month ago? But I don't even know if it was a dream. Like, I don't think it was a dream. Like, I know I was awake. And Sage kept asking me, what about the dogs? I'm like, the dogs didn't move. She's like, don't you think if there was a ghost, the dogs would have moved? Maybe. Maybe they was passed out. But like I said, I haven't had anything since, so I don't think something stayed. I even tried using hey Tony, I even tried using what's it called? Talk to the spirit thing, on your phone, the stupid apps. I even tried a few of those. It didn't work. It gave me like stupid fucking answers. Toy turn on, no batteries. No, that would fuck me up. That would scare the shit out of me. Oh, me and Sage are very close. Sage's boyfriend's birthday's today. She calls me. She's like, wish Jacob a happy birthday. So I sing to him. I think they left that day. It was like after the hug, they left. I keep saying they, but I think it was just a he. No, they didn't hurt me. It was very peaceful. I just don't know why I wasn't able to see the face. Like, all right, I'll give you an example. When Brad first died, it's the only other time I had this feeling. I was laying in bed one night and I was like crying. It was the first week that he died. And I felt something. And I remember laying in bed and I literally felt the way he used to hold me. And I kept thinking to myself, you have to let go, you have to let go. But that same heavy feeling of like somebody surrounding you is exactly how I felt this time. And then I had this wild dream about Brad where I literally saw him, which I've already told you guys. I went through the blue and yellow tunnels. And after that, never experienced it again. He never came and saw me again. I think one time after that. But for the most part, that was it. It was, he went. That's kind of what, that same feeling is what I had this time. And I knew he was there. Like I knew it. I knew that was real. That like wasn't a dream. I mean, it was a dream, but it wasn't a dream. And that's, and then when I think about that, I think like, was this person lost? Like, are they just roaming lost? They don't know, have direction? Like, do they need guidance? Did they go to the wrong person? Like, I don't know. I just kind of wish they would come back. But they're not. I'm sorry, Crystal. I did. I felt Brad that whole first week. The whole first week that he died, up until I had that wild dream that I swear was not a dream. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Did anyone else ever experience this? Like, it was just very strange. I think he was passing through. That's why I'm like, did I bring someone back? Did he hit the wrong house? Did he think I was someone else? But it's like, I never know because I don't have any answers because it never happened again. I inhaled too much wax. I'm telling you, I know who my guardian angel is. She left me a long time ago. She told me she was leaving me a long time ago. And she did. See, that's the thing, too. I can't even say I've experienced it a lot of times because this is only the second time it ever happened. In that way, the first time was Brad, and then this time. But it's like I'll lay in bed at night and I'll think like, I want to know what happens when you die. I just do. I mean, I want to come back from it. I'm not looking to die, but I really do. I want to know what happens. Lately, I've become like obsessed with what happens when you die. Yeah, you got to hear Karma sometimes. Karma's like, Karma like freaks out in the middle of the night for no reason. That's what I'm saying. I would love to go find out what happens and then come back. One should not be scared. I know. I've seen flatliners. That's cool yarn. Late night stay, you driving to drop, pick up din, and then other quickie trips, long nights. Yep. Thank God he's driving. I don't have to deal with it anymore. Oh, have you read? Seriously, I'm like obsessed with it. I think I do know what happens. I think, but I could be wrong. Like, I want to know, can you pick to be a ghost or not? Like, that's what I want to be. I want to be a ghost. And I want to stay here forever. People talk about going to the light. No, I want to watch over my children for eternity. I want to watch my grandkids have grandkids for eternity. I don't want to leave them and go to the light. Nope. I want to be a ghost forever. As long as I could travel. I wouldn't want to be a ghost in one house. I wouldn't want to be like locked in one particular house for eternity. But if I could travel, hell yeah. I'll stay a ghost forever. See, but then it gets into reincarnation. If you believe in reincarnation, which I kind of tend to believe too, then you're no longer a ghost. What is you can still do that better when you no, because you're in the light, you're not a ghost anymore. You can't visit. Yeah, I want to watch over my child, my child's child, their child's child, for eternity. It's not like a ghost needs sleep. Travel in between everyone's house. I thought about this when I got diagnosed with cancer. I literally stayed in bed thinking about it. Now, how do I stay a ghost where I can watch them? But you can't watch from heaven. If there's a heaven, you can't watch from there. There's no way to do it. You have to be able to pass through. Or like a horrible scenario, but God forbid I see my great 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 grandchild about to get hit by a car. I want to scoop him up and save him. You know what I mean? Like that kind of ghost. Yeah, but there's no way you could see everything. And if you reincarnate, you definitely can. And that's the other thing I thought of. And this is going to sound crazy, but and again, don't think I'm crazy. You got to follow this through. But I thought maybe Brad reincarnated into this 20-year-old whose spirit came and visited me. I know it sounds nuts, but I do wonder. Do I have a signal set up with my kids? No, I told them I'll tickle their feet. Maybe it could be their guardian angel if you're not a ghost. You have to be a ghost. YouTube channel covers people have had visits from the. I've had a visit. When my grandfather died. That's what made me believe in ghosts. I thought about that. I'm like, maybe Brad reincarnated to 20-year-old. You could choose what age you want to be. Well, I could see Brad saying, yeah, I want a hot body. I could see that. But I just don't know why I see this person in brown shorts. Like brown, like jogging shorts. And the face was covered. And I just keep saying, what was the reason I couldn't see their face? They'd have to go through birth. No, I actually haven't dreamt about Brad. Since I had that crazy dream, after about a week, the week he died, I'm telling you, I saw his death. Not his death, but if you guys weren't around, some of you will remember, but I had this crazy dream that he died, and I don't remember the whole thing, but I do remember these blue and yellow tunnels, and I was passing through these blue and yellow tunnels. And he had said to me, I'm sorry, I like got through these tunnels, and he was over like this hole, and it was almost like a swimming pool, but it wasn't. And it was just this white orb. And he kept hopping back and forth, and it kept like, I'm free, I'm free, I'm free. And that was it. That's what I remember. And I remember him, this orb just bouncing back and forth, just saying, I'm free, I'm free, I'm free. And then I woke up, and it was like, it was released. Like I knew that he was in a better place. And my ex Patreon, Lindsay, who now works for Ashley Banfield, but she had told me about this book called Journey of Souls, I think it was. And she's like, have you ever read that? I said, no. She's like, you might want to read it because they also talk about blue and yellow tunnels. I was like, no shit. She's like, seriously, you should read it. Your dream may not have been a dream. And I haven't dreamt about Brad except for one time after that. It was almost like it was released. Like I said goodbye, he said goodbye, and he just went. He left. It was kind of like my way of letting go. But I kept saying, like, that's not a fucking dream. I remember it. Like I saw myself floating through this tunnel, and it was like blue and yellow. And that's why when Lindsay told me to read this book and I read that book, I was like, dude, they're talking about blue and yellow tunnels. Like, how would I have possibly fucking known that? She said, that's why I asked if you ever read the book. I said, no, I haven't. But it was a pretty interesting book. Oh, I told the kids I was going to bother them. I was going to stay a ghost and bother them. He really has yarned. I will agree with that. Someone said to me, like, what was the worst day of your life? I said, I don't even have to think about it. I said, why? I said, worst day of my life was waking my 14-year-old son up and telling him his father OD'd. That was the worst day of my life. I said, that was even worse than my father's death. That took the cake. I don't think it could ever get worse. Dayton says to me the other day, he's like, you know what? The only thing that would be worse than dad dying. I said, what? He goes, if you died. I said, oh my God. He said, don't worry, Dayton, I'm not dying. He's like, I'm just saying. I said, don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I said, you're stuck with me. The dog is good. Don't laugh at me. I think Winston fucking got him. I really do. I think Winston poked his butt. Oh, it was horrible. Absolutely horrible waking him up that day. And I'll never forget it. I'll never forget his reaction. I'll never forget the phone call. Like, that was tough. Yeah, tomorrow, I'm going to walk outside with them and see if I can catch his poop and see if there's worms in it. But because he threw up today, one of them threw up. I don't know which one, but I'm gonna check for worms. 5/18/05. Twins were born in 05. I have, but that's not so much. There's people that have been through a hell of a lot worse. I hate to say it like that, but it's true. I really haven't been through that much. I mean, I have, but I haven't. I don't know. You guys should know me. I'm never one to be a victim, ever. Yeah, Amber, you know. You went through it. Dane and his dad were very close, but not at the end. Dayton did not like his dad. He didn't like who his dad turned into. And Dayton was getting smart enough that he saw what was going on. Thank you, Janessa. I try. I don't know. My dad taught me that. No reason to wallow in anything. By the way, I start my infusions tomorrow. Tomorrow, 1 o'clock, my first infusion. So I don't know what they're going to do to me. They say I'm supposed to get a lot of energy from it. So maybe I will. Maybe I'll be like I'm on meth tomorrow. But some people say after your first infusion, you feel amazing. So we'll see. He did understand, Yarn, that it's not that his dad chose drugs. His dad just couldn't get off of drugs. But his dad was always on drugs. So it wasn't anything new. Iron infusions and vitamin B infusions. They say that it's going to make me feel a lot more awake. But my iron is very low. My vitamin B is very low. I don't know why. I eat a lot of protein. I eat a lot of steak. So you felt better immediately? I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Are they weekly infusions or is it monthly? Do I have to go back to the doctor every week? I forgot to ask her if it was a weekly or a monthly. It's probably a weekly, right? I'm assuming. It only started from chemo. It was after chemo that I became anemic, which they said is normal for chemo. But like I even said to the doctor, I said, so if I hadn't gotten cancer, none of this would be known. I was like, because you don't go around checking your iron levels. She's like, you would know because you'd be very tired. I said, but I take Adderall, which kind of counters it. She said, no, we would figure it out eventually. My doctor never checks. The only reason I get all this blood work is because, I go to an oncologist every 3 months. So they always check my blood. But other than that, I get checked like once a year. Now, my thyroid is fine. Everything came back normal except for, which is good because my hemoglobin was off for the last 2 years. Yeah, back in 21, though. It had nothing to do with that. I had surgery in 2021. June, I think I quit smoking in May. So I had surgery in June of 2021. I can't believe how I never went back smoking. Clear that I vape, but that's different. They believe me, they do every test. First, it was because of the chemo, but everything else is fine. They said it has something to do with my red blood cells, I think. Was it red blood cells or white blood cells? I don't know, one of my blood cells. Yeah, if I don't take Adderall, I am so useless the whole day. Like I'm tired and I'm depressed and like I could sleep all day or sleep half the day. But it's like I'm drained. Vaping is not worse than smoking. Well, maybe the pre-vapes, but really I just vape vegetable juice. That's really all it is. And the only reason I'm getting the infusions is because I'm horrible at taking it every day. Yeah, she said something about, and I don't quote me on this, I could be saying this wrong, but it was something about my red blood cells or my white blood cells, like they're not getting enough to form correctly or something, and that's making me tired, something like that. It was something about the way without enough vitamin B or without enough iron, the way the blood cells form or something, they're not forming correctly. Again, I could be totally misquoting. Doctor told me vaping is like putting a coat of oil on your lungs. Maybe. That's another thing she's testing me for again, the nodule on my lung. But they have to call me for that. I do need a new John Travolta. I am alive. You have to understand, I just don't have time to date. Like I just don't have the desire. I know that sounds crazy. I just don't. What I do need to do is get back into the working world. That I need to do. For no other reason than I need to be around other adults, especially once Dayton goes to college. Because I definitely cannot be in this house all the time, working from home with no adults in the house. I would probably go insane. So I definitely need to get a job outside of the house and interact with other adults. My dream job? To be a rock star or a supermodel. It's going to be hard going back to corporate America. I haven't been in it since 2012, 2013. I've worked from home or owned my own business. And in my 50s, it's almost impossible to find a job here. So I really need to start looking, though. I did start looking, then I quit looking. I want to win the lotto. Actually, you want to know what my dream job is? I'll tell you. My dream job is to get a building and build a shop of crystals and candles and metaphysical stuff. That'd be my dream job. They don't pay enough here. I've looked in county and city. They don't pay enough. Even a 911 operator makes like 20 an hour. No, that's way too much pressure for 20 an hour. What was that sort of inflammatory marker is when you have blood test? Well, I get I still have my port in, so they do all my blood work from that. Yeah, but the thing is, even with that, I'm still not around other adults. I mean, I am around other adults, yeah, but I don't know. I was thinking about taking the 911 operator test again. Oh, they are crazy. I agree with that, Yaron. But that would be my dream job. My own little shop, my own metaphysical shop. I'd sell crystals and incense and candles. And I have a psychic there all the time to do readings. That would be my ideal job. And if someone would just buy me a building, I could make it come true. Hey, Carly. I'm too old. I definitely don't have water retention. No, I don't blame you, Yaron. I told Sage to go into juvenile officer. But now my degree I could be a probation officer, but I'm too old. I think I'm too old. I can't say for sure, but I think I am. I don't know what I'm going to do. I just got to do something. Then maybe I'll date again when I'm back in a swing of life. But then I may not even have time to date because then I'm going to be working all day and doing candles at night. So I may not even have time. I still won't have time to date. I just don't want to deal with people. Thank you, Tony. I really don't. I just don't like dealing with people. Feeling about 3 to 7, the highest number. I'll ask tomorrow. No, you are too old. That's another thing I would do if I can get an RV. I would totally do that. Oh, Carly, you never heard my dream? I said that I would love to get an RV and that I would travel all throughout the United States selling candles from the RV and do YouTube. And I would just travel all over. And I would survive by selling candles. Well, not just candles, like lots of things. Thank you, Adrian. And that's how I would survive. I would do it in a heartbeat. Someone needs to buy me an RV. But I thought about getting an RV and just ditching fucking house life. But my mom's like, you can't do that because where are the kids coming home to? The kids have to have a home. I said, yeah, I guess you're right. I said, they can sleep in the RV. She's like, not if you're away. I say, that's true. She's like, when all the kids are gone, you can do that. When they all have their own houses. I said, yeah. Let's go. No, seriously though. That is like I had told Sage, that'll probably happen when grandma dies, because then I'll have money to buy an RV. Sammy, now you sound like my mom. Carly, you're not blocked. Sammy, now you sound like my mom. Because that's exactly what you said. The kids need a home. Kids need a home to come home to. Yeah, I responded to you, Carly. Hey, I've seen people raise money for a lot of other shit around here. I should do an RV fund. Someone had an RV that was like 10 grand. But I need a good RV. Either that or a pickup truck. And I could attach something to the back. Yeah, Red, you're blocked. I am going to do that. I'm going to do an RV fund. And you could stay with them 3 months. Well, Sage said they're going to build a farm. And they're going to build a family commune on it. I said, okay. Yeah, but he had a shitty RV. I want a nice RV. If I'm going to live in it full time, I need a nice RV. Right, Carly? I'm telling you, I should. I don't know if I'd want to travel alone, though. That's true. Nelly bought an RV with it. Now, I think he bought like a travel trailer. I think he bought a travel trailer. Your old Swan family, I'm telling you, I think it would be great. Hold on, let's look. RVs. See, I don't want something, I don't want a fifth wheel. Like, I need a real travel trailer. Because otherwise you need a truck. And I need something that's new. Like, this isn't bad, but I don't think I'd get a 2011. Oh. See, that's nice, though. But I wouldn't get something that old. But then again, beggars can't be choosers. I could live in that. That's not so bad. That's only 37,000. I mean, I would paint the cabinets and stuff, but got a bathroom. Does it have a shower? There you go, full shower. I could do this. Nice space. Looks wide. A queen bed. 3-burner stove. one's a little newer. Oh. So I don't know if that's wide enough because I have to still be able to make candles. See, that's not wide enough. I need something wide. See, I don't like this one as much. It's 2021. See, that I could do. Why are they all Fords, though? I could definitely do that. Can make candles right here. Double sink. Nice appliances. Double fridge. Full shower. Ooh, this one's got a washer and dryer. I can live in that. I don't understand. Like, if I'm traveling, I got to make candles. I got to sell them. How else am I going to survive? Here we go. 2024. Still half my rent. I don't like the outside. I don't really care for the inside either. It's too white. No, I don't like this one. Now we get into the big ones. Let's find an expensive one. Meanwhile, all of these is still cheaper than my fucking rent. Oh, there's no picture. Well, that's nice. Lots of room. Oh, this one has couch and tables. Not bad. I wouldn't spend 170,000 on this. It's all starting to look the same. I like the cabinets. Karma's like, let me in. Price highest. Oof. $305,000. Oh, it's got carpeting. They all look the same. Did you see that? It's got a banister. Ooh, that's nice. I don't know if it's worth $300,000. Nice bathroom. I could live in it. I wouldn't pay $300,000 for it though. This is what I do all the time. I just look at shit. Shit that I can't afford. See, it's the thing. If I'm paying that kind of money, if I'm paying $1,300 a month, it should sleep like 8. But again, it's all cheaper than rent. So we're going to start a fund. We're going to call it my RV fund, my travel fund. But on that note, it is 1 o'clock in the morning. You cannot sell his RVs and get your money back. Better up buying a house. Yeah, but that ruins the whole trip then. Yeah, but it depends. Like Dayton camps a lot. Like even when I died, the kids would take it over. Like there's a lot. That would pass on, you know? You don't have a dream, you don't have a reason. That's right. Oh no, I'm going to do it one day. I'm definitely going to do it. It's true though. All these other people have these crazy funds. Lawyer funds, all these funds. That's, you know, that was Sage's original thing when she was young. She wanted to live on a farm and have a dog rescue. So now she's with Mr. Redneck, and we talked about it. Oh no, I definitely will. There's no doubt about it. It's just a matter of when. Like, do I have to wait for my mom to go? Which, you know, could be another 20 years for all I know. So who knows? It's just one of those things I want to do. So, all right. But right now, I got to go to bed. And Karma's getting like, I locked her out of my room. Who's Kelsey Fitzsimmons? Who that? Why is that name familiar? Do you know I don't even know what happened with the Afro Man case? Like, I have no idea what the trial was even about. Isn't that horrible? Like everyone was talking about it. I was like, I mean, I know who Afro Man is, but I have no idea what happened with it. I know he won. Kelsey, North Andover police. What did she do? North Andover police officer was shot by a colleague in her home last summer. I kind of remember this. Last summer, news broke off-duty officer had been shot by a colleague in an armed confrontation in her home. The officer was being served a restraining order. She was shot in the chest and survived. Clifton Counselor shooting, allegations of misconduct, and discussion of mental health issues. Everyone's got mental health issues these days. Cause a case take a life of its own. Yeah, I don't know anything about the Afro Man case. I know who Afro Man is, but that's it. I don't know. I haven't even really looked into it. But all right, I'm going to go to bed. Thank you guys for memberships. Sorry, I got a Cash App, so thank you. Actually, I got 2 Cash Apps, so thank you. But I will see you guys tomorrow. I will let you know how my infusions go. I feel like I was being punk while watching Lemon Pound Cake. No, I'm telling you, I knew nothing about it. Let me see. I don't even know what he did or who was on trial. Aftermath celebrates lawsuit victory. What was it even over? Oh, he wins lawsuit filed by the cops who raided his home. You don't have to like Afro Man to like police accountability. I pulled up something in Spanish. All right. He recently won a major legal victory with the jury siding with him in March 2026 against 7 Ohio sheriff's deputies who sued him for over $3.9 million. The officers claimed defamation and privacy invasion after Afro Man used security footage from their 2022 raid in his home in his music videos, including Lemon Pound Cake. A jury rejected the deputies' claims that the videos, which featured the officers searching his home and gazing at a lemon pound cake, constituted malicious defamation, with the defense successfully arguing the content was artistic satire protected by the First Amendment. The raid in 2022, police raided his home looking for drugs and kidnapped individuals, but no charges were ever filed. Afro Man turned the incident into a brand using security footage and his wife's cell phone video to create songs like Lemon Pound Cake and Will You Help Me Repair My Door. Afro Man wore a patriotic American flag suit to court, highlighting his argument that his music and videos are a valid response to police overreach. He is currently on tour as of March 2026. He beat the lawsuit, successfully defended his right to use his home surveillance as satire. All right. That's interesting. He sued him over things on the interweb. Yeah, well, they lost. But why shouldn't he be able to use it? It's his security footage. It's kind of genius if you think about it. Yeah, I didn't know anything about it. Good for him, though. Good for him. I didn't even know he was still around. Like, I didn't know that song because I got high, but that's it. His net worth is estimated to be between 100 and 500,000. It says current net worth is about 200,000. How are they going to get 3 million from him? Oh, good for him then. All right. If my son doesn't stop turning on the fucking air conditioning, I'm going to kill him. He doesn't realize the bills are like so high. Typical kid, I tell you. So, all right. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. Don't let go sketch in the middle of the night. But I will let you guys know how my infusions go tomorrow. All right? I will see you guys later. Peace. Be good to each other. And to my haters, pick a fucking side already. Peace out. Bean sprouts.